What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you with another market watch today. You know, looking over at PHOTON HYPERNOVA, there's one thing that stands clear to me. Konami just wants your fucking money. Like, they just want your money. Like, Konami is sitting there and they're just like, bro, we know you bought Kashira's. Fenrir was like 210, 220. We understand that. The other guy's like 20 bucks. It's a lot of money. Give us more of it. And then when they made PHOTON HYPERNOVA, they said, no, for real, give us like a lot of it. Pressure Plate Erase Off, Cashier Theosis, Rise Heart, all being secret rares. Ultra rares, you got them. Get them with that Rise Heart, get them with the Telements Kashira. Like, this is crazy. This set is so overpriced. And to be honest with you, you know, my thing as a market watch, the reason why I do these videos is because I want to try to get you guys to save money. The more money you save, the more happy you are with me. If I tell you to buy this stuff right now, you're not necessarily really saving money. Majority of these cards are going to be going down in value. This little pink line over here shows that these are pre-sale, meaning that a majority of these cards will be tanking in, well, by the time you watch this video, and it's going to be tanking within the next, I'll say, week, 2 weeks at most. Don't get me wrong, I do think some of these card prices can go up. Triple Tactics Thrust, I think, is a great card because it goes to so many decks. I think that can go up in value. I think one of these gentleman cards are going to be a money card. The other one's still going to be going, like, none of these are going to be holding their value. Like, this is crazy. Rise Heart, $20. Kashira, Telements Kashira, $17. Bro, get out of here with that crap. A Kashira Rise Heart being $30. The value of these cards is going to be going down. And for a lot of you players wondering, what do I play? Listen, you more than likely already have Branded Bistios minus Dubellion. We'll talk about him in a second. Gravekeeper's Inscription is a great card, but still not meant for this meta. Unfortunately, it's currently $8. I think $6 is a good price to at least start looking at this card. If you're looking to play Bistio Branded, you're gonna need this guy over here, Ringbrum. He's about $9. You're gonna need his little buddy over here. He's about $7. Gugano. Once you get the Gugano, whatever. Once you get these two cards, you're basically good to go. And then you need Labellion. You need this card. Like, you need it. Now, we're seeing a bunch of different variation on ratios. Some people are playing 3, some are playing 2. Ultimately, I would say get at least 2 if you can. Listen, $83. You're gonna need to get 2 of these. It's so weird. It's like Konami said, you got 2 choices. Die or be killed. Like, they are literally just going and saying, listen, you're giving us money if you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, these are the 2 likely choices for meta decks. Tier 1 wise, Bistio Branded, as well as Kashira's. Is there another deck? There could be, potentially. Now, once again, we still have to see what happens with the meta. I mean, could Sprites come back in and be a deck? Could Telements come back in and be a deck? We really have zero idea. But one thing's for sure is these are almost the 2 guaranteed decks. And if you don't have any of these Bistio cards, no big deal. So go look at the prices. Magnumut's currently, it's down. That's great. Magnumut's currently $17. You're going to want to get 3 of those. Bistio Druid's Worm, hey, look, it's down too. Ain't that great? Look, you can save. It's $11.25. You're going to want to get 3 of those. If you're playing Bistio Branded, you might not need fully 3. You might be able to play 2 Druid's Worm, but for the most part, you're going to need these cards in order to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is feeling more and more like a pay-to-win game. Now, you might argue, wait a minute, V, it's always been pay-to-win. Yeah, but it's really bad. Like, people are saying, oh, we're so glad we got rid of Telements. Sure, we got a deck that costs so much more money that you could have bought all the current meta decks right now, or buy Kashira's. Like, it's crazy at the value, how much it spiked. But yeah, this is the kind of situation you're in with the game right now. Looking over at OTS Tournament Pack 21, you might say, V, why are the values dropping down? And yeah, Kashira Fenrir, we'll get to that in a second, but the rest of these values are relatively low. Why? Look at the market price, look at the current value. Their answer is simple. OTS stores have been getting a ton, and I mean a ton, of booster boxes of OTS Tournament Pack 21. 2 things happened. Number 1, they gave players that they owed packs to. More than likely, OTS Tournament Pack 21 of the players have been banking them. They crack open ultis, sell them. Number 2, some stores aren't as, I know, this is going to shock you, they're not good to Konami. They might be cracking those packs themselves and selling them. I know, it's cold-blooded, but it could be a situation that more than likely is happening. The reason why Kashira Fenrir is worth so much money still is because if you're looking to play Kashira's, the only deck out of these 3 used to be tier 1, currently tier 1 decks. Kashira Fenrir obviously is a card you're going to want to get. So anyone cracking these is going to want to hold these, and they're going to turn around and sell the ultra rare Kashira Fenrirs, which are still roughly around $60. And this is going to happen to these prices. The price you see here is going to be right here. OTS Tournament Pack 20 was the same exact thing, where OTS stores got a ton of booster boxes. Well, boxes, cases, whatever you want to call it. And they said, no, Konami, will handle these responsibly. And the market got dumped with them and the prices tanked down a lot of cards. Hand Trap, Ghost Reaper Winning Cherry is $20. Well, as you can see over here. Relatively crazy, to be honest with you. Is Exodus going to be a good deck? Now, a lot of people are going to immediately say no, and maybe. I'll be honest with you, I really don't know. But it's definitely a contender, it's definitely a cheaper alternative, it's definitely something for consideration. Even more importantly, because everyone's playing cards like, D-Barrier, not D-Barrier, Dimension Shifter, that guy. Everyone's playing that. Exodus are just, I don't know, they're kind of cool to see, and I think the way the meta is kind of shifting, where things are getting banned left and right, Exodus kind of bank off that. So it's just something, little food for thought. I'm not saying go in and buy this. I'm not saying you have to buy this. It's just something up for consideration, the way the current meta is. And listen, Planet Patrols, once again, I'm not saying you're gonna buy this. I'm not saying you have to buy this. I want to emphasize that. But could Planet Patrols be a good deck, though? Now, once again, if you're watching me and going, V, I have no fucking idea what this deck does. Yeah, they also recently just got a new support card that you're going to want to read. They do something that you're going to want to know what it does, because if you don't, you're going to be losing to Plunderbatros. So it's two situations. One, you just don't care about the deck because you're like, no one's going to play this deck. And if you play it and you get locked out, well, you're in a bad spot because you lost to Plunderbatros. Or two, hey, guess what? Plunderbatros, like, either way, like, you're still in a crappy position. You have to learn what this deck does, and once again, the price of these cards are relatively inexpensive, so do what you want with that. Look at our evenly match. So, Lightning Storm last meta wasn't seeing as much play, and in my last video I said it's a chance it could see play. Evenly match is also another card that could also see play. Kashira boards don't have Omni Gates. Well, unless they have Kashira Adventures, but we'll put that to the side. Kashira boards more than likely do not have Omni Gates, and if you can evenly match a Kashira board, that is massive. Absolutely massive. This might be one of the biggest side deck cards in the meta, as well as Lightning Storm. He might just be playing both because they're both really good. Now, that sounds crazy talk, but think about it. Kashiras can avoid Lightning Storm. They realistically cannot avoid evenly match. A lot of the decks, though, yeah, Lightning Storm hurts them as well. Oh, and evenly match hurts them as well. So, once again, pretty cool. All right, Sprite Elf. It's crazy how fast Yu-Gi-Oh players have said, nope, we don't care. Banned cards in this game have this kind of trend where the minute they're banned, the price just tanks in value. Rightfully so. Then they stabilize for a while, and then the question becomes, what do we do with this? What happens with this? Do we buy it? What if it comes on the ban list? And then the price slowly increases up in value. And there's a lot of cards that are currently banned that are worth a lot of money because of this. So, could that be Sprite Elf? I have zero idea. But Sprite plays do not care. They're just done with it. Another interesting thing about Evenly Match is going to be getting a reprint, I believe as a comment. It's up to you if you want the comments coming in the Traptic Structure deck. So that's also another thing to note. You don't need to buy this version. But if you do want the higher rarity versions, they look relatively low for now. And yeah, something, it's a little food for thought. There is an alternative coming out soon. Before we begin, guys, make sure to check out my website, YuGiOh YGOPaisano.com. I offer a ton of Field Centers tokens all throughout my website. It's a really cool website. Once again, you got Field Centers tokens, $25 or over, free shipping, anything under $20. At $25, I believe it's like $3 shipping. All right, Pearlies is a deck that still needs more support from what I've been told. I don't know much about Pearls, I'll be honest with you. And just like Planet Patrols, I guess I got to learn what this deck does also. I'm going to lose to it, right? I don't know. If it doesn't have all support, is it going to be good? We have zero idea, and to be honest with you, I don't think Pearlies are going to be good. I think a deck like Makonkos or an engine like Makonkos will see more play than Pearlies would. And, you know, once again, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. And comment down below, are you playing Pearlies? Are they worth it? Are they good enough? Can they compete against decks like Brandon and decks like Kashira? Let me know in the comment section down below. Bujiki Ashima is another card that Sprite players are just using. This is another way to bring out Toad, basically. Another way to abuse, well, your level 2 engine. Bujinki Hashima is definitely a great card. Came out of Duelist Overload only, and the current value of the card is roughly around $17. Is Sprite going to still be good? Is Sprite going to see any more play? I think Sprites are definitely going to see play. Might even see some regional play, maybe even see some regional tops. But will it be consistent enough? And that's a question I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players have to ask themselves, because this is a good card for Sprites, but is it good enough? That is the question. So, most trap players, just historically speaking, besides Eldic, I guess we should say, relatively play trap.decks, and they're relatively inexpensive. And now we have a deck that could potentially be a meta deck. I think it's going to be Labyrinth. But the value of these cards are like competitive level value that most players don't really want to deal with. Welcome Labyrinth card you're going to need 3 of, and the current value of this card is roughly around $43. Once again, this is a 3 of. Not to mention a new card came out, which is good amount of money. So, once again, are you buying Labyrinth? Do you own Labyrinth already? Because if you got it early enough, I mean, the card was $20, $22 over here. But if you didn't get it early enough, you're paying more than double a price for each copy of Welcome Labyrinth. Is it worth it? Let me know. Book of Lunar Eclipse is a card we talked about not long ago. It was roughly around $100 for the Starlight Rare. It shows that it went down in value, but it hasn't. The current value of the card is roughly around $130. I think Book of Eclipse is a better card, but I just want to let you know that Book of Lunar Eclipse is something that a lot of players are considering. Once again, I'm not crazy about this card. I think it's a cool tech, but Book of Eclipse is just a better card, in my opinion. Then we have Diviner of the Herald. So this only has 2 printings. One's 9, one's 12. Diviner of the Herald is the card that a lot of Team players are, well, what's left of the Team players are using to continue to play Telements. Now, once again, here's the question. Are you going to get this card? Do you own this card? Most people at most have only 1 of these. If you play Dry Trunks, you might have 2. But we're seeing builds come out that's running 3 Diviner of the Herald. Is it worth it? I don't know. With Sprite Out being gone, this card's a lot harder to bring out consistently. Not saying it's a bad card, but you really gotta find a way to make it consistent. And can Telements still do it? Can they still play this card? Can they still play this card consistently? That's the question. You know, I always like to talk about a collectible card by Market Watches, and today's collectible card is going to be Black Horn of Heaven. This card out of Cyberdark Impact, Ultimate Rare, is currently roughly around $27. Now, I'm not saying this card's going to be the be-all, end-all card, but this card does see play in hat format, and I don't know, in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, this card has sporadically seen play historically. The effect is real simple. Negate this special summon of one of your opponent's monsters and destroy it as a counter trap, meaning the monster necessarily never really hit the field. It just goes, I'm going to summon it, and then it goes to the graveyard. Of course, this is different from Inherents and all that jazz. Like Cyber Dragon, you really can't use it, but if something activates, Tim and Sheeran, you Black Horn of Heaven it, which wouldn't really be a good idea, but you get what I'm trying to say. This card still is a good card, and for the current value of the card, it's relatively inexpensive, to be honest with you. I do think that this card can have a potential of going up in the future. I think for a collectible card, this might be a card you might want to consider, being the fact that it came out of Cyberdark Impact, and Cyberdark Impact was, for anyone who wasn't around then, was a terribly released set. It had a lot of cool cards in it, but they were cool for other reasons other than realistically playability. I mean, no one really cared about the Cyberdarks. Nobody cared about Alert Queen. Vayne's Queen was a cool card people kind of used. Vayne's really was too hard to bring out, so nobody cared about it. This set was a pretty bad set with a ton of ultimate rare cards. I mean, a crazy amount. And a lot of them are just not really that good. Oh yeah, Battery Central's Winds came out in this set. I forgot about that. And Instant Fusion came out in this set. That's pretty cool. The commons are insane in this set. Nevertheless, Cyberdark Impact really isn't a good set, but some of the cards are good. And that's the thing you're going to see with a lot of old sets, specifically Cyberdark Impact, where all the cards that look nice aren't, value-wise. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment down below, go to my website, YuGiOh YGOPaisano.com, get these field centers and tokens while they're still available, because they're going to be hard to find, and definitely takes forever to restock them. So definitely check it out, YuGiOh YGOPaisano.com. Links will be down below in the description. It's your boy V, and you Paisanos have a great day.